Well, hello, welcome again to our reading of Homer's Odyssey, Book 2, and I got up to line 177. And here the new character Eurymachos comes into the story, who is a particularly unpleasant fellow. So, Tondaut Eurymachos, Polubu Pais, Antion Euda, O Geron, E dagede mantuo soisi tekesin, oikadi ion. Me pu tikakon pascosin opiso. Tauta dego sio polon amenon mantuestai. Ornithes te poloi hup algas aelioio. Phoitos Uditapantes in Isimoi. Ata Odysseus olete tel hos kai su katathistai metakenu opheles. Uk an tosa theo prepion agorues. Udi ke telemachon ke kolomenon hodi an ies. So oikodoron potidegmenos e kai poresin. And I might just pause it there here. So Telemachus then, the son of Polybus, Euda spoke in reply out ton to him, or perhaps opposite, so face to face with him, or in reply to him. O Geron, vocative here from Geron, O old man. Now we get this idiom age, which it means come, or perhaps really here go. So it's go and indeed prophesy. This is an imperative here, middle, from Mantuamai. So go then. So having gone home, depart and prophesy to your children. This is the dative plural from tekos, third declension neuter noun, connected with tikto. So go then and prophesy to your children. Now we get cascading accents again here. T is enclitic, puts its accent back on here. This is enclitic, puts its accent back on there. So these are all indefinites. So lest perchance in some evil thing, lest perchance they might suffer some evil thing, opiso, hereafter. Tauta dego su, so there's no main verb in this sentence, so I think you've got to supply something like I say. So I say that, understand I, prophesy these things, amenon, polon is adverbial, and the se'o is genitive for su, so better than you. So, but I say that I prophesy these things much better than you do. Ornithes to poloi, and there again, so the main verb is here, phoitos, come and go, I think, here for phoit. It's from phoitao, is the verb to frequent, so sort of like come and go. And many birds come and go under the rays of the sun. Genitive here, of course, this epic genitive in oyo. So if I say that many birds come and go under the rays of the sun, nor are all of them en isimoi. Now we've had that word before. It's got to do with fated, connected with fate, perhaps something like significant here, really, or in accordance with destiny, or significant. But, nice strong altar here, but Odysseus, olet from olumi, he has perished, telet far away. And it's Opheles, would that you also, so the host goes with the Opheles, would that you also, Kataphthesai, from kataphtheno, to perish. So would that you have also had perished, sun ekano, along with that man. It's a very strong speech of Eurymachos, who was one of the most unpleasant of the suitors. Uk antosathea propion agures. Agarues. Nor would you speak with the agarues, nor would you speak saying tossa such things. This is a participle here, uncontracted. Nor an eas. This is from an hiami. The metaphor here is from sort of hunting dogs. It's to unleash or to let loose, like a hunting dog. So it's very strong language. So nor would you unleash or let loose Telemachus, Kekolomenon, having become angry. So in this state of anger, perhaps you could translate it as, it's a perfect participle. So nor would you have unleashed or let loose in this way Telemachus in a state of anger. Poti degmenos, poti for pros, the degmenos, it's from decami, so it's from pros decami, so it's expecting or waiting for or expecting a doron, a gift for your house. Aken poresin, this is from poro, to provide, and this is a third person singular here, if he might provide one. So in other words, waiting to see if he might provide a gift for your house. So he's accusing him of making all this up so as to get some gift from Telemachus. Al ektoi ereo, but I will tell you, and the ek goes with the ereo, it's very strong, so I'll tell you this out very plainly. Tode kai tetelest menon estai, and it will be fulfilled. I haven't read this bit, I think. So, eke neoteron andra palaya te pola te eidos, parthamenos epeesin apotrunes kalipainein. Automen hoi proton ani eresteron estai, prexai dempes utidune satai he nekatondi. So I will tell you this, and it will be having fulfilled. So this is a future periphrastic construction here, quite common in Homer. This is perfect passive from teleo. So it will be having fulfilled. So it will be fulfilled. That now A for epsilon. This is this eol equivalent of epsilon iota. So if, and this is a slightly tricky bit here, so we've got to supply you. So if you knowing, we know it's you from the verb here, so if you knowing many, Greek says many and ancient, so we just say many ancient things. Parthamenos, this is from par for para, and the phamenos is from phame, so this is from paraphame, to advise. It's literally to speak beside someone and hence to advise. So if you, knowing many ancient things, advising, so giving advice to neoteron andra, a younger man, you, epotruno, this is a verb, so it's otruno and epi, so you stir up or you encourage him, kalipainein, to be defiant or to speak harshly, ees in dative plural, with words. So it could also mean advising a younger man with words. You stir him up to speak harshly. So he's accusing him of having stirred up Telemachus to say all these things. proton adverbial in the first place, estai, it will be. Now, aniaresteron is a superlative from anieres, and so it's a third declension adjective, and so we're getting that third declension type formation of the comparative. So in the first place, it will be, more grievous. Ania is the word for pain, so more painful or more grievous. Now the hoi goes with the auto, for he himself, and then we've got a men and a balanced there. But notwithstanding your words, understand, so notwithstanding, he will be able, praxe, to achieve, he will not be able to achieve anything, heinekatondi, literally on account of these things, so perhaps as a result of your words. So that's a fairly tricky bit there. Let me just quickly go back through there. So, but I tell you this, and it will be fulfilled, that if you, knowing many ancient things, advising with your words a younger man, you have stirred him up to speak harshly or to be defiant, in the first place, it will be more painful for he himself, and notwithstanding, he will not be able in any way, not be able to achieve, this is from prasso, aorist infinitive, to achieve anything on account of your words, so as a result of your words. This last line, 191, was omitted or rejected as an interpolation by many scholars going back to antiquity. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with it, but apparently Eustachius rejected this, and other editors have done so as well. Soi degaron thoain epithesomen hein keni thumo tinon askales. Kalepon de toi esetai algos. Telemarco den pasine gon hypothesomai autos. Me te heein es patros anogeto apo ne estai. Hoi de gamon chuxusi kai atuneusi e edna polamal hosa I oike philes ebi paidos hepestai. Probably a good place to just pause there. But for you, as far as you're concerned, old man, or rather it really goes with the verb here, I think, but old man, epithesomen from epitithemi, cognate with our word epithet. So we will place for you a thoain. Well, this is a fairly rare word, it only occurs twice in Homer. It means a penalty. So, old man, we will place a penalty upon you, a penalty which, now tinon is a participle, so it means paying. This is from askalao, to be distressed, to be in distress. Askalao, it's quite a common word in Homer. So, so a penalty which, paying back, you would be, it's with cat, you would be distressed, any thumo in your heart. Kalepon de toi esetai algos, and the pain or the misery for you will be kalepon, will be harsh. Or you could take just the kalepon, there will be a harsh pain for you, the toy there. But to Eurymachos, I myself, this is from hypotithemi, This is the future from hypothethemi, meaning to advise. To cognate with our word hypothesis, in fact, but anyway, here it means to advise. So, but I myself will advise Telemachus en pasi, amongst you all, so in the midst of all of you, so almost in front of you all. So my advice is anogeto. This is a perfect, imperative from anoga. Anoga is perfect in form, present in meaning. It means to bid or give orders to. So anogeto. So order. So let him order his mother. That's one of those personal adjectives again. He'ain. So let him order his mother, aponeesthai, to return es patros. Now this is not es plus the genitive, it doesn't occur. We've got to supply es oikon patros, to the house of her father. That's fairly common in Greek, to elide oikos and so on. So let him bid his own mother to return into the house of her father, and they, Tuksusin, from Tuko, this is the future, they will prepare a marriage. Kai Artuneusi, this is a future here again, with the sigma dropped out from Artuno. They will, and so it's Artunesusi, and then sigma drops out. In later Greek you'd get a contraction here, but we don't get it in Homer. So they will prepare a marriage, and they will make artios, the edna, the bridal gifts, very many of them. Hossa, such as is fitting, hepesthai, to follow, perhaps to accompany, might be better here, and it goes with the epi, to accompany a dear, child. I mean, but at this stage she ain't no child, she's a grown woman, but she is still her father's daughter. So just to quickly do that bit again. So let him order his own mother to return to the house of her father. They will prepare a marriage, and they will make ready the bride gifts, very many of them, as many as are fitting, to accompany, literally to follow after, so to accompany a dear child. Uga prin pausestai o iamai huias akaion menestuos aguleas epe utina dedimen empes ut un telemachon mala per polu muthon ionta ut theopropies empesdometh hensu gurae Muthiai akraanton apekthaniai detimalon. I'll just finish off the section here. Koemata dauti kakos bebrosatai udipot isa esatai offra ken hegedia tribasin akaius hon gamon. Hemes dao potidegmenoi ema tapanta Henecates eretes eridinomen udi met alas cometh has epiekes hu oppu iamen esti hecasto. So just to translate this there, so he's telling Telemachus he's giving advice to Telemachus to tell his mother to go back home. Uga prin, and we get prin plus the infinitive, so the u goes with the iamai, later written as without the diaeresis oiamai, but we need the two syllables here. For I do not think the sons of the Achaeans will cease. Now, normally we get prin and another prin as well later, but we don't get that here, so this prin is hard to translate. So he's saying, he may have meant to say, I don't think the Achaeans will cease from blah 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 until, and that's the second prin. We don't get that here, so I probably can't really translate this prin. He seems to have changed construction midway. So, for I do not think the sons of the Achaeans will cease from their harsh wooing. This is an menestus, and this is a genitive here. So it's an abstract noun, hence feminine ending here. So I do not think the sons of the Achaeans will cease from their harsh wooing. Epe utina, since, notwithstanding the fact, empes. So deidimen is from deidia. It again has a sort of perfect in form, present in meanings type of ending. So deidia is to fear, so this is we fear. Notwithstanding the fact we do not fear tina anybody, nor therefore understand do we fear Eurymachos, him being very much a polymouthon, well, someone who's got a lot to say. So despite the fact that he has had so much to say, nor empazdometh do we pay attention to, I think from empazdo, nor do we pay attention or have any concern for your prophecy, which you, old man, Muthei, now this is second person from Muthei, which you speak akraanton, it's alpha privative and the verb is krino, to fulfill, so which you have spoken unfulfilled, but apekthaniai, this again is second person, the sigma's dropped out here, the verb is apekhthanomai, so that would be apekhthanesai. In the sigma's dropped out. In later Greek, this would contract. So if you're looking it up, it's from apekhthanomai. It's connected with that ekth root of hatred. So it means to incur hatred. So, but rather you are incurring hatred yet more. So all the more. So he hasn't finished the construction. He's got one prin, but he gets carried away and doesn't finish off the construction here. So just to do this again very quickly. So 4, I do not think the sons of the Achaeans will cease from their harsh wooing, since we don't, notwithstanding the fact that we don't fear anyone, nor therefore understand do we fear Eurymachos, although him being of great speech, of having said so much, so although he has spoken so much, nor do we pay any attention to prophecy, or the prophecy which you, old man, you speak unfulfilled, but you have incurred our hatred all the more. Kremata autikakos bebrositai. Now, bebrositai is a future from a reduplicated present. The verb is bibrosko, is the verb. Bibrosko. Here we're getting must be a future perfect. Don't get too many of those, because you can see the beb, it's been reduplicated, and yet it's a future. So I think this is a future perfect. The verb is bibrosko, and the bit at the beginning is a reduplication of the beta. In later Greek, brosko is just to eat. You get bibrosko. It's cognate with our word bromine in modern chemistry, because I think it dissolves glass, bromine. So it means to devour. And here we've got neuter plural singular verb. So moreover, his understood goods will be devoured, kakos, well, to no good. Udipot issa esatai, nor ever will there be, again neuter plural singular verb, issa, literally equal things. So probably took that to mean recompense. So nor will he be able to get his money back. He won't get any recompense. Ophrah until she, that's his mother, in fact, dear Tribasi, well perhaps this is, actually no, the Ophrah here is while, I should say. So while in fact she, and we have a ken with the subjunctive, dear Tribase in here, diatribo is to waste time or delay, and it's taking an object plus a accusative of respect, I think, here. So while she, in fact, wastes the time for the Achaeans in respect to her marriage, this is the personal pronoun again. So it looks masculine, but only because it's agreeing with Gammon, but it's actually her. So all his goods will be devoured to no good end, nor will there be any recompense, while she wastes the time of the Achaeans in respect to her marriage. You, moreover, potidegmenoi, this again is from prosdechomai, but we, moreover, expecting all our days, in other words, expecting marriage all our days, Eridinamen, we strive on account of her virtue. It's a funny expression this here. It's something like we are competing for her favour, is more or less the sense of it, or competing because of her high status. Might be the best way of getting that into English. So we are waiting day by day, striving on account of her high position, nor cometh are we going met alas after other women, whom it is epiakes, it is reasonable ekasto for each man, for each one of us. This is an infinitive from op u eo. This is the infinitive for ain, to marry. So just to quickly do that little bit again. So for we are waiting, or are in expectation, amatapanta, each day. So we waiting in anticipation each day, we strive on account of her high position, perhaps we strive with one another, nor do we go after other women, whom it is reasonable for each man to seek in marriage, opu emen, the infinitive. And that's the next section of Book 2.